They'll just get one, and that is a successful over for the Lions. 7 done, and the 50 comes up. 1 down.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hob slip your way of quality living.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Through the gate, there was an announcement last night from both our ticketing team and the Cricket Association of Nepal. Please do not come here to the TU if you don't have a ticket. A complete sellout. It's a packed house. And they are loving every second.
Look, Lenny, I'm a lover of the game, but there's a point where I say, you know what, I want to have a break from it. Is there a point where they get tired of cricket here? Because there's been people in this ground every single day at 8:30 a.m.
There's been people in those trees every single day as well. One of them, I think it's the guy who's at the very top position, is continuing to put out social media posts from up there. I sent him one response saying, please stay safe, whatever you do. The passion for sport and popularity of the national sport, volleyball and cricket, and anything that's a festival here. There's just a joy of life, there's an innocence, there's a spirit that I find absolutely contagious. Sheer joy. Saw a thing, speaking of social media, HD, overnight with Anil Shah, the captain. His side, as we get a look again at some of those up in the trees, please do be safe, guys. That HD is a long, long way up. Slog swept and slog swept with great power for 6. It's a Siddhartha Bank maximum.
This has been spoken about often over the course of the first week of this competition, and that is that the spinners can't afford to be full. Because if you allow the batter to just step once with that front foot and get a swing of the bat, they inevitably hit you out the ground. You need to make them work. Just drag that length back slightly.
Good running. That's outstanding from McMullen. Even though it's Powdell, who's such a good fielder, they get home for 2. Took 3 people to back that up. Such was the power of the throw from the national team and the Lions skipper. It ended up being Unmuch Chand who had to do the work. As Arjun Saud has the gloves. There is Saud with the gloves. End of the 8th, 59 for 1.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Vivo. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Look at the 2 teams' VVIP sections. He visited an academy on his day off and he spoke to, it must have been 80 or 100 young kids about the game, and all his message wasn't about how to bat or how to bowl or the technical aspects. He said, all I want you to do is enjoy your cricket and love the game. If you love the game, you'll end up going very, very far in it. And that really is the culture of cricket here in Nepal. Very inspiring words from Anil Shah, who's had his own journey to get back in and be able to play internationally.
Again, I might get into trouble for saying this somewhere in the world, but I almost feel that that's gone out the game. In that current professionals, I feel, have limited knowledge of the past. You know, they play in the now, but I don't think there's not a lot that I know that truly love the game, whereas when they're not playing would go to a ground and watch, or turn on the telly and watch. I think they'd rather play a round of golf or something, which there's nothing wrong with it, getting away from the game. But you know, players of the past were real students of the game, loved it with everything that they had. Often their marriage took a toll.
Inside out. It's a fine looking stroke, and it's going to get good reward. It's a Super 4 powered by Ncell 4G. No better shot to watch than going inside out over extra.
We talk about leagues and the making of names. This is an overseas player that not a lot of people will know about, but if he continues to play strokes like this, it won't be long before the world sits up and says, who is this young man?
Clever bowling, half an inquiry, but the inside edge, of course, will mean that it can't be given out. Let's get a look at this from the first over. This was not an easy chance, but it's a definite chance.
Yeah, not easy. Goes at it with sort of a left hand, half a left hand. Bowled, nicely bowled, saw him coming. But when you are down in the doldrums, you need something special to lift you out of it, and that catch would have done the job.
Really tough schedule as well. We've got to say that for the Lions, playing yesterday afternoon and to come back into this cauldron with more Royals fans than Lions the following morning, not easy. Good over again from Powell. He's doing his very best to skipper. 66 for 1.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Few good moves up in the crowd. They know the word to every single one of their favourite songs here in Nepal. That's what life's about here. Music and dance and joy and sports. As McMullen, maybe a touch uncharacteristically, just taking a little while to get underway.
I think that his batting partner has allowed him that fortune to be able to just have a brief look. Won't take him long. Won't take him long before he'll decide to put that foot down.
Now he's dragged this to the leg side. Not got anything like what he wanted from it. Powell's been so involved in this game, hasn't he? Just sense that they need to get rid of one more to get themselves right into the contest. The Super Bashim Royals, we haven't seen many sides bat first in the morning and dominate, but they're in danger of doing that. Really good fielding in the deep. That's excellent work. Oh, could have created a chance. Direct hit, I think, was definitely gone.
Gets Yadav in the deep. Zafar just spills it as well when it comes in. Oh, direct hit definitely out. A clean pickup, who knows?
That's where he likes to hit, and that's 6. Luckily, it's just avoided the LED screen going over it. Otherwise, Brandon McMullen might have been having a bill sent to him. What a stroke. Stylish as ever.
Again, no massive flourish or extension of the arms. It's just a flick through the ball. Such quick hands, such power.
Funny old game, isn't it? That looks like a terrible delivery. It's actually a clever piece of bowling. Keeps it out of the hitting arc.
In T20, it is that sometimes your worst delivery is your best delivery, and sometimes bowlers now bowl that. They bowl the drag down outside off stump that can get cut away to the sweeper on the offside.
Maybe gets away with this one a little bit. In fact, it's going to be 4. Not exactly where McMullen intended it, but he's starting to move, and Sad bin Safar finding it tricky yet again. Halfway stage of this first innings, the Royals are in full control. It's time for a drink. They're 80 for 1.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Vivo.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Refresh बनाउँछ भित्रैबाट फ्रेश.
Himsta for a complete home.
Vivo.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल. DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है.
(17 of 12), already a boundary and a 6 to his name, and they're looking ominous.
Yeah, it seems the challenges with the ball continue for the Lumbini Lions. The wickets are far and few. Lost or picked up no wickets at all yesterday against the Pokhara Avengers. Today they've just picked up the one. We're 10 overs into the contest, and with McMullen out in the middle, 17 off 12 and Zaib 44 off 35. You expect this to be a high-scoring affair. 160 at this rate on the cards. They're going at 8 runs and over. But you'd expect if they get a good partnership here, the last 4-5 overs they're going to target and they're going to try and smash every ball.
They've got good batting to come as well. The Royals, Dipendra Singh Airi yet to come. Got some terrific batters in the nest. They're a bit worried, the Lions, given the way they're going. Paudel is bowling his last over. He's had a good day, 1 for 17 so far. He's bowled an over in power play as well. He's got the only wicket to fall. Saif Ali Zaib, 44 not out.
They worked into the leg side and looking for the second, they decide against it. Quick flat throw from the outfield.
We had a chat earlier. We were fortunate enough to have a chat with Rohit Paudel, and one of the questions we asked was, what was his message to the bowlers? He said forget yesterday, come back with a fresh mind.
Yeah, and you have to, don't you? You have to learn to put those losses behind you. You have to learn to look forward and focus on the positives and a constructive outlook. I'm sure the team has had a chat after the game yesterday. I'm sure the coaching staff's had a chat as well. The shout and the finger stays down.
Very optimistic shout. Saif Ali Zeb was almost halfway. Using his feet. Yeah, look close. Just look past the 3-meter mark. Good appeal in the end.
Having played 3 games now, this is their third. 2 losses so far. They want to try and pick up a win here, the Lions, because it gets a bit too hard later on.
All good to say, Monali, that you got to forget what happened and then you got to be able to put that behind you. But when you start the way you have today, the doubts surely creep in.
It is a mental game, isn't it? It plays on your mind. But that's where the best players are able to put those thoughts behind them and focus on the task ahead. Use of the feet and drill down the ground. It's just going to be a single. We always talk about how to switch on and switch off. 11 overs gone. It's 85 for 1.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
League. It has been entertaining so far. And for the Royals, 155 on the cards at this rate. Something tells me it's going to be well above that, especially if Zave and McMullen have anything to say. Sitting on 47 off 38, potentially looking at a half century for himself, and he's batted well so far. What a shot this is. It's lapped up and over. And that's going to be his half century. He has played a really good knock here. Well celebrated and appreciated by his team, as it should be. 51 of 39 deliveries, 6 fours and 2 sixes. Vivek Yadav comes into the attack and he's been put away for 4 from the time that he's come on.
Yeah, he's had a tough outing, Vivek Yadav. Yet to pick up a wicket in this competition, and is greeted with a terrific shot.
Too short, cut away this time, and really well done in the deep.
A terrific innings from the left-hander from Northamptonshire, and what a way to bring it up. Wow, scoop. He knew exactly where the fielders were and brought up his 50 in style. Saad bin Saif Ali Zeb, very well played and very well appreciated by the dugout. They've had different players standing up at different times, and that's been the feature of this Royals side. They've not had one player coming and stealing all the thunder, but different players have stepped up, and that's a great sign when you go into a busy tournament like this.
Giving himself some room. And the fielder's gonna cut that one off, and you bring up an excellent point, Sriram. That's what makes him so dangerous. For the sides facing them, they need a solid plan for all the batters and all the bowlers, because like you said it, everyone performs on their day.
Brandon McMillan has been very good, 36 and 53. Dipendra Singh Irie just ran helter-skelter, 57-43. And now Saif Ali Zeb has come to the party. Brandon McMillan looking dangerous at the other end. And this is looking a side to beat already, the Royals.
He's got a headache already. trying to go for the big one. It's a very helpful dot. Something tells me she's a Lions fan.
Yeah, she's just echoing my words. It's a worrying sign, and her expression says it all. It's a worrying sign, and her expression says it all.
Big Yadav's had a tough outing at the Nepal Premier League so far. Want to try and pick up a couple of positives for himself. Going at 131, Zabe. It's been an innings. Up and over the offside this time. Doesn't have enough. Just going to get cut off. Batting deep in his crease as well.
Always signs of a good side are different players standing up at different times and your top four making runs. And that's exactly what the Royals have done. Saif Ali Zeb, good both on offside and leg side. Very good, especially over cow corner and extra cover. Good piece of fielding there. Unmukh Chand clears up.
Really well bowled. Following the batter, attacking those pads, not allowing for any room to swing. It's going to be a dot to end the over. 12 overs gone. 95 for 1.
शिक्षा र खेलकुदका माध्यमले विश्व मानचित्रमा चिनिँदैछ मेरो सिटी अफ क्रिकेट धनगढी अनि यो सहर चिनाउन अगुवाई गर्ने मेरो कलेज मेरो एसपीए कलेज मेरो गौरव
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के
Fans are just loving this, isn't it? They've come out in numbers, the energy's palpable. You're going to see Surya Tamang coming to the attack, left arm orthodox.
Kunali, you talk about what good T20 sides do, and we said that different players coming up at different times and then the top four making runs. One of the worrying signs is that you use 7 bowlers in 12 overs, and that's what the Lions are doing. They don't know where the wickets are coming from, and they don't have clarity in roles that, oh, this is going to be my power play bowler, this is going to be my middle, and this is one who's going to close out my innings. They're still searching for that right combination.
Yeah, speaking of combinations, this is where the planning comes in, isn't it? Before you go into your auction, how much planning do you put into it? And what sort of combinations are you trying to get into your side? Because if they don't work together, you're not picking players, you're picking a side. You're picking a side that's going to work together to reach that outcome. Heaved into the leg side.
And 50 of the partnership comes in. Sorry, 36 balls it's taken. Yeah, you make a very good point, Munali. That's what I was coming to. Sorry to interrupt you, but it was just about the combinations. And I think teams are starting to learn even in the IPL. They've made this mistake earlier, that they've just picked sides and they picked names. But once you get clarity on why you're picking a particular player, what role do I see him playing in the tournament? Where is he going to contribute to the team? And how does he fit into that jigsaw puzzle? I mean, that's what teams will learn. And Lumbini Lions are certainly going to learn from this experience.
But the 100 comes up for the Royals in 12.4 overs. They're going well, just shy of 8 runs and over. Gets a good piece of this. But the last 2 overs have been decent. The Lions just trying to get that net run rate, that run rate back into control. You're speaking of picking squads, when we're looking, you said we're not picking players, we're not picking names. You want to think of those partnerships, you want to think of those combinations, your bowling combinations, your batting combinations, where they fit in. Whether it's the batting lineup, whether it's your bowling lineup. Quick single, and that's going to be the end of the 13th. It's 102 for 1.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है।
That's thanks to a really good innings by Zabe, helped along the way with McMullen. Vivek Yadav's going to come back for his second, 11 off his first. This man could use a wicket or two to his name. Just build that confidence back up. He's had a hard time so far.
He's a good all-rounder. I like his batting. He can really hit the long ball. But if he can contribute with the bat, well, with the ball, sorry, suddenly starts looking a different side, the Lions.
Slight misfield, and they're quick. They pick up a single.
Quickly give you an example as we watch this delivery again. McMullen always looking to stamp his authority on the front foot. Slight misfield from Unmuk. Allow the batters to go through for a single. Brings Saif Ali Zaib back on strike. Let's give you an example. Janakpur bowls. I was just looking through their bowling lineup. So consistent. Mahato, Kishore Mahato opens. Another single. Are looking for the second. They get it. Terrific running. And this has been another feature of this partnership. Not only the boundaries, but the running between the wickets. Saif Ali Zaib and McMullen. So good. One from England, one from Scotland. Understand each other really well. Just going back to the Janakpur bowls. Mahato and Raj Bansi bowl the new ball. And then you've got James Neesham to come in the power play. You've got Harsh Thakur and Mohammad Mohsin through the middle. And then Mahato and Neesham close out. So that's real raw clarity with the bowling. That's a lot of thought has gone into that, remind you.
Yeah, we can really just hope that the Lions have those tough discussions right now, figure out those combinations. Game number 3, plenty of action to come still for them. But when you're 3 down in a tournament, it can be very hard to turn things around. And that net run rate's also a bit taken a hit over the last 3 or the last 2 games. Few bats out there and a quick chat to the umpire. Umpire just making sure whether this is a legit bat run or not.
Sometimes messages come in the form of bats and gloves. The way these two are going, you don't need any messaging.
And it comes down to momentum too, isn't it? Sometimes there's a break in play and there's a loss of concentration, and then you see a wicket fall. You really want to make sure that momentum continues. Can't get the ball away. Last few deliveries, Zaib's tried to go for the big one, but the areas have been good. Just that back of a length.
I agree with you. Good 3 deliveries from Vivek Yadav. He needs to close this out to get his confidence up. He's not bowled a dot ball, all right, but he hasn't given any freebies. The running between the wickets was good, so they got a 2 of the second ball. But they haven't really been able to get him away. 14 balls since the last boundary. They're building something here.
Oh, this has gone high up in the air. And there will be a fielder under it. It's Saad bin Zafar who takes the catch. They finally get a breakthrough here, and it is an important one. And for Vivek Yadav, this is going to be a great confidence booster. Much needed for the Lions, and hopefully this is a twist in the game for them.
Yeah, twist in the game. You just said they were building something really good. 14 balls, no boundaries, and a terrific delivery. It was back of a length, bounced, and went straight up. When you have the keeper up, the batsman doesn't expect a short ball, and it's really good thinking from Vivek Yadav Brandon McMillan gone for a terrific piece of bowling from Vivek Yadav. It's 106 for 2 and probably a twist in the tail.
Dipendra Singh Airi, the skipper, walks out to the middle. Strike rate of 204. He's got 100 runs so far and a best of 57. The roar is incredible. The crowd so happy to see him out in the middle. And he's off the mark as well. Picks up a quick single.
I will definitely keep talking about Airi for a long time, but I can't tell you how happy I am for Vivek Yadav. The guy deserves the wicket. He's had a tough start to the tournament. He's a very, very good all-rounder. It was good thinking on his part. Yeah, the umpire having a word with Airi. Probably was just running on the wicket, just telling him, son, just keep off that danger zone. Yeah, but extremely chuffed for Vivek Yadav. He's bowled very good over here. Can he close it off?
Really well bowled again. That's the last delivery of his over. 14 gone, and it's 108 for 2.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
14 overs onto the action, 108 on the board. And it's going to be Surya coming back for his second. Good start with the first over, just the 6 runs coming off of it.
Now we talk about partnerships with the bat, but bowling is also about partnerships. And Vivek Yadav's success has to do something with Surya Tamang's first over as well.
Into the line of the ball, and this is heaved into the leg side. Well fielded in the deep. I love how he's working the crease. Saif Zaib trying to outsmart the bowler.
Yeah, he walked in, wanted to access backward square leg. But good bowling from Surya, didn't give him any room to work with. Kept following him. There's a good piece of bowling, Surya. Good first over. He needs to follow it up, because Vivek Yadav has done a good job at the other end. Slip comes in as well for Dipendra Airi. I like it. Good captaincy from Rohit.
It's the switch hit, and it's straight to the fielder.
Makes his intention very clear. Dipendra Singh Airi is a very busy player, runs rapid between wickets, can play all the shots. Terrific player to walk in such a situation.
That's my boy, says the keeper.
And he also said that he'll step out before you bowl. So that was Surya Tamang just playing some mind games with Airi. Airi's not bothered. Now he's playing the mind game. It's all good to see.
This is a contest between these two, batter and bowler. Worked into the leg side. He's so quick between the wickets. Dipender Singh, airy, fantastic running. They pick up 2.
Saif Ali Zeb, he's been batting for a while.
You're always so worried about the partner that he's playing with.
Rohan Mustafa's ran himself out of the team.
I always sense you're very worried when Dipender Singh's out there running between the wickets.
More worried for the non-striker. Can't keep pace with him. And you're always like, you know, on hot water.
I would have loved to see you run out there with him.
Just stretched my hands and said, no, I'm walking a run.
Come on.
2 deliveries to come. It's been a good start. Surya, just the 4 runs so far. The first over was good as well from him. Just pulling that momentum back, the Lions.
You can see that on the faces of the Sudar Pashchim Royals fans. They're a little bit tentative. They still don't know what a good score is on this wicket.
Use of the feed goes down the ground this time. And again, just cannot find the boundary. They pick up 2 runs. It's been 21 balls since the last boundary, and this has really been a comeback from the Lions.
I tell you what, nobody except Irie would have gone for 2 on that occasion. It was hit hard, it was hit just wide enough for a long off. He had the favour of the bounce, but still Irie got 2. That tells you something about his speed.
Goes into the leg side this time. Oh, that would have been a fantastic catch. What an effort. Do we have a run out? Oh, no, it's overthrows. It's all happening out there. What an eventful last delivery. It's the end of the 15th, 116 for 2.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Himstar for a complete home.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfee Stock Fantasy.
Pace of the game changes with him in the middle. Last ball of the last over, we saw so much happening, but in all of it, the constant has been Saif Ali Zeb. 70 of 53 unbeaten. Irie at the other end. Look at that, an opportunity had long gone. Vivek Yadav went for the catch, couldn't quite pouch it. Irie slipped at the other end looking for the second, had to rush back. Arjun saw it with a direct hit over there. Oh, missed it then completely. Could have been so close, and then on the overthrow, Irie got that second run. He's keeping everyone on their toes. He's a hair in the middle. Arjun saw it with a bit of a half-hearted appeal. So much happening here. It's electrifying at the TU Stadium. And with that man in the middle, he gets us all pumped up. The adrenaline, not just in the middle, not just in the crowd, but in the comm box as well. Very good morning, HD. What a time to be on comms.
It's exciting for absolutely everyone when this man's at the wicket.
Great glove work by Arjun Saud, standing up to the pacer. The happy then sparkling smile of the match. Good morning, madam. Yeah, bring out that smile. Supporting this Sudar Pashchim Royals, she should be happy.
The game is a little bit, or the innings is on a knife edge, isn't it? The run rate is under 8 to the over. But with just the 2 wickets down, a man in on 70, a dynamic player at the wicket, you almost feel, well, if these two bat to the end, they will have a very, very good score. But if the Lions could just nip one of them out and open up an end here, then they could have something that's very, very manageable as far as a run chase goes.
Now Vivek Yadav needs to be careful. That's because he went for a bit of runs in that last game of his. In the first rather, he went for 64 in his 3.5 overs, taking just 1 wicket, and he was bowling in the death. Not a bad time to redeem himself. He's been around Nepal cricket for a while, but he's up against an informed batter in Zeb, and it's danger man, Irie. Much better. Just bowled the 1 over last evening. Went for 13 runs. Irie is still to tee off. A lot of chatter with Arjun South behind. Very chirpy behind the stumps. Goes up and over, that's in the gap. And trust him to put the sprint, even as the fielder puts in a dive desperately. But he'll not be able to stop that. Or does he? It's 4. That's an end cell. Super 4.
He manages to get the ball into what we can only term as sort of strange areas by the way that he manipulates the bat face. He loves to open it at point of contact and get it a lot finer than others may find possible.
He'll have to also be careful. They're batting on 70. They're right from the start. You don't want to push him too much with the running. Much better. Just getting a lot of carry today. He did induce a wicket with that extra bounce, HD.
A bounce to get rid of McMullen, and there's bounce here again. They're definitely looking offside. It's not a players that might have looked to hit that on the onside. Going to give himself room to get the ball through that offside square of the wicket or behind. Yeah, I'm not so sure Zabe's going to get a chance to breathe. I think the running between the wickets will be blisteringly quick, and I think he's going to have to get his skates on. I don't think he can say, look, I'm tired.
He's got plenty of bat on this one. That's out of here. That's into the 3rd tier. And that's Dipendra Singh Irie. That's the Siddharth Bank maximum. Can be so dangerous in this time of the game.
Learned from the previous delivery. Dipendra Singh Irie, previous delivery, virtually the same line and the same length. He tried to cut it. This time he says, I'll help myself over the leg side and all the way.
Outrageous, insane, incredible, and inspiring as well. What a shot. Dipendra Singh Irie in the house. And he's dishing out a flurry of 6s. 18 runs off this over, 134 for 2.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Tapaiको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Excitement reaching another level over here. Lumbini Lions feeling the heat.
Isn't it amazing? You see a dot ball and Dipendra struggles to get it away, then a sort of a scabby 1 or 2 down to deep third, and then all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, he goes whack 6, and then you make an error and over pitch and he goes whack, there's another one, and he's 20 off 10. In a matter of moments, he just changes the whole momentum of the match. The Royals won 34 for 2. It was sort of stumbling along. The run rate under 8 to the over, now almost at 8.5.
And it's going to be Durgesh. Looked very good in that first outing for the Lions. Came under a little bit of stick in the second. Have a couple of overs to bowl over here. Zeb, how beautifully has he batted over number 17. Yeah, moves in the crease, tries of catch it, but that'll fall safe. And they'll get 2 more. This is brilliant running. The running between the wickets, and Sudat Paschim Royals are the #1 team in the middle. Look at them.
If you're a batter on 70, you want to be playing with Dipendra Singh Airy at the other end. The ability for him to run you back on strike is unbelievable. Again, I refer to the South African Jonty Rhodes, who used to do the same thing, and people underestimated the value of the non-striker, which Rhodes used to do. Dipendra Singh Airy does it now. He runs the in-batter back on strike by turning a simple 1 into a brilliant 2.
Oh yes, quite a firecracker of a batter is Airy. That could have hurt. We'll see some medical attention. The shin region can be very painful. Maybe it's the hand. Oh yeah, the thumb region. It's the bowling arm as well. You need to be very careful. But it's Durgesh. I reckon it's the left arm pacer, so that could be safe, but he may have just hurt his palm region over there. Yeah, it's a wonderful place to be in the TU Stadium here in Kirtipur. Day 7, match number 12.
Unbelievable strike rate, 203. McMullins is impressive. So is the man on strike.
That's massive. That's a biggie. And that's Saif Ali Zeb. Just moved in the crease and helped it along. It's raining 6s here at the Tribhuvan University International Stadium.
There was a brief lull in play, just for an over, maybe 8 deliveries. But now all of a sudden both are in the mood. Help on its way over the man on the boundary at fine leg. He too is just a spectator.
This partnership already 36 in 18. On the brink of reaching 150. Royals putting on a show. Yeah, this could be close. Was it pitching outside leg maybe? Again, it's Airy pushing for the second. Arjun Sod has to put in the sprint and keep it to 1. If you're a fielder in the middle, it's never easy with them in the middle.
And it creates panic, doesn't it? And it's pitched outside leg stump. As soon as it pitches outside leg stump, it cannot be out LBW, even if it's going on to hit the stumps. But yeah, when Dipendra Singh Airy is at the wicket, there's chaos in the outfield. Because everyone knows he's going to push you. As the tiger rings out around the ground.
Where is this one going? Yeah, he's throwing his bat at everything. Work to do for the fielder in the deep. But that's going to be 3 runs for sure. 1 for the throw. Another good over this. Already 12 runs.
He's so wristy. We've seen him use those wrists to open the face to get the ball through the offside. Now we see him close the face as he flicks it behind square on the leg side to give himself 3. The skipper is 23 off 11.
This one's out of here as well. That's another monstrous hit. He's looking so dangerous, Zeb. And they're turning it on in the middle. The boys in yellow in red hot form.
This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You have no right to hit that for 6. Absolutely no right. Durgesh barely misses his mark. How has Zaid managed to get that over the boundary? That is incredible batting.
I'll tell you what, our vocal cords have also come under some work over here. Look at the third 50, only 25 deliveries. Just being cheeky over here. I wonder why he's trying to do that when he's looking so good otherwise. Yes, but in that flow with the adrenaline, you'll get everything going. 18 runs of over number 17, the 150 is up.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है
तर यो सिद्धि दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले सिद्धि दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Globally trusted hair transplant expert Foliderm.
Looked a picture of focus and concentration. Picked the length early, played on all sides of the wicket, used his feet extremely well, and picked up length beautifully to use his long levers. Has been cheeky, looked good in front of the wicket and looked good behind as well. What a batter and what a show he's putting on, and that's what you need from your players. Just grab opportunities.
After 10 overs, the Lions would have thought they're doing an incredible job here and they're going to chase around 150. Well, that milestone has been reached. There's still 18 deliveries remaining. Here we go.
He slashed that really hard. Nicely fielded as well. Good cricket all around. And that was travelling, firmly struck.
Not a spare seat in the house. Gates are closed. If you don't have a ticket, unfortunately, do not bother coming.
We may just see them on the trees. HD, like the other day, we saw that fan nicely positioning himself.
And in the buildings, there's some buildings some way back from the ground that are even behind the trees where people have tried to get a vantage point.
Colour, cricket, vibe, everything here. Wow. Yeah, he's waited on this one. You can't be bowling that length to Zeb. He moves into the 90s. The 50 partnership comes up. And I'll tell you what, it's only going one way at the moment, and it's the royal way.
Wanted to take pace off the ball, but got the length all wrong, and Zaid just waits and waits and waits and then says, I'll have a piece of this. Dealing in boundaries here, these two. This partnership going at a strike rate of more than 200. You wouldn't put it past him to do it in 2 deliveries, would you? Not the way that he's hitting him.
Yeah, just generating some pace. What an innings. We saw 95 yesterday from the bat of Rohit. We saw 100 first centurion as well. And today this man on 90.
Dangerous length, dangerous line for Simmons to be going down with 2 men behind point on the offside. Zabe was just looking to get a bat on it to go up and over. He's got all the strokes, this lefty.
Picked up, taken on the full, field underneath, taken. Zabe's innings comes to an end. It had to take a good catch to bring a great innings to an end as well. What an innings by the southpaw. Some success here for the Lions. Simmons strikes, but Zabe, a standing ovation for what has been a spectacular knock.
All the thousands in attendance here at the TU Stadium came to see Dipendra Singh Airee. They have a new hero. The Royals have a new star, Saif Ali Zabe, 70 of just 61 deliveries. Take a bow, young man. That is some innings. 159 for 3, the Royals.
Yeah, Arif walks out. 159 for 3. Loads of experience for this man. Has not had the strongest of starts, but a strike rate of 150 at this stage. Very acceptable and welcomed as well for the boys in yellow. It's not quite middle. This fielder coming underneath again. Very good catch running backwards. The height got too much on him. Simmons with his second back-to-back. He's on a hat-trick. Zafar with a good catch. And Arif stay lasts only one ball.
A little bit of pace, rushed him, rushed the new man. That's a good catch though. Made it look simple, but that's not an easy catch. He's enjoying being here, this young man. Brief stay, goes without scoring. 159 for 4.
Simmons on a hat-trick. Will we be seeing the first ever hat-trick in the inaugural edition of the NPL? Quite a few bowlers have come very close to it. Mini comeback here for the Lumbini Lions. At the other end, Irie has watched a few wickets fall. Kugaline walks out. He can hit and use the long handle to good effect. Simmons has come out well in his third over. 2 for 20 for him. All happening here. Yeah, just straying down leg, and that'll bring a single to them. But in all of it, it will keep Irie off strike, who's not had much of it in this over. 8 runs and 2 wickets coming off this way into the final 2. It's 160 for 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है
Out as many as 7 bowlers used by Lumbini Lions, and in all of it, it's been a festive atmosphere in the festival of Himalayas HD.
Let's just remember here now that it's not about the number you post, it's about the strike rate that's achieved if you're a batter. Even if you hit your first ball for 6 and you get out second ball, that's an achievement. Strike rate, strike rate, strike rate.
Yes, long levers, good stretch, good stride. What a way to get off the mark, and welcome Tamang as well into the first delivery of the penultimate over. Pressure on the lines.
That's his job. That's Kugaline's job. If he's not hitting it out the ground, Airy must get on strike. But he's not there to mess about, to nudge and nurdle. He's here to hit it out of the stadium.
Yeah, just dragging the length short and keeping it out of his arc. And that brings Irie in the middle now.
It's amazing when you think mini fight back, and then one goes out the ground and the run rate goes above 9.
Goes with a loud appeal over there, but gets something on it on the way towards the ropes at the short third region. They'll come back for 2. Runs awarded to the batter here.
I still wouldn't want to be the umpire with Dipendra Singh Airy on strike. I think you'd need a security detail to take you out the ground if you give him out. Everyone here absolutely loves this man on strike. Field changes, man, extra cover goes onto the boundary, and the man sweeping at deep point comes up inside the 30-yard circle. There's 3 men inside the 30-yard circle from point all the way to short third.
Yeah, just works it towards the mid-wicket region. Yeah, you've got to keep changing your length and pace of the ball if you're a spinner, particularly with both these batters.
We thought that 170 would be a good total. It was made a mockery of yesterday by the Avengers. They chased it down, none down.
Again, a change in field. Cover comes in, point pushes back to deep. You have rather straightish long on and long off. Final delivery of the penalty made over. Irie goes straighter this time. It's going to be a 4. Good use of his feet. And that's what Irie is all about. Anything in his arc and he's going to punish you. Done with over number 19. The Royals 175 for 4.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
रिफ्रेश बनाउँछ भित्रैबाट फ्रेश
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
Yeah, it's into the final over, but Rashid Riaz just signaling that 5 fielders need to be inside the circle because of the slow overhead penalty that has been signaled by him. Now, they've not been able to complete their 20 overs in the stipulated time awarded to them, and this will mean that they'll have to field with an extra fielder within the 30-yard circle. It's only getting from bat to us.
I love this. I love this new thing that's been brought into T20 cricket with the slow over rates. I even quite like what they did in the Caribbean Premier League, where if you were really slow, they made a fielder leave the ground and you could only have 10 on the ground. The players need to feel the hurt when your over rate is slow. Final over, 6 deliveries. Kugelheim and Dipendra Singh Arie at the crease. Poised. A big over gets them close to 200. The big, tall New Zealander likes to go straight down the ground. Simmons, who's been impressive. Here we go, last over.
Yeah, he's looked good, Simmons. He's come back well. 2 wickets in the last over on a hat-trick. Single down to long on, that brings Irie on strike. Watch out for the slow deliveries. Everything is going to be dished out at that man at the other end.
I think he's been good, Simmons, over the course of the tournament in the 3 games for the Lions. He likes to whack it in halfway down as well by bowling a hard cutter into the pitch.
HD on cue over there. Just read Simmons' mind right from here. Talk about getting that on cue.
Well, the problem is that he can't really pitch the ball up around middle and off stump because mid-off is up inside the circle and Arie will pounce on him down the ground. His boundary riders, he's got a man at deep square leg, at fine leg, so he can bowl the short ball. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. You pitch it up, you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, this time too full. And for someone like Irie, that's bread and butter shot. How beautifully he just placed it between covers and mid-off. I just felt the helicopter was coming out as well.
But if he's going to bowl that delivery, then surely fine leg comes up into the 30-yard circle and he pushes mid-off back. Field stays the same.
Once again, fiery Irie in the middle. He's been the Pied Piper for the Sudur Paschim Royals in this edition, and the wind beneath the wings for them.
The tactics are not working. Not to the field that's been placed. Captain and bowler need to get on the same wavelength here.
And in doing so, they also get to the highest total so far in this edition of the NPL, the previous best being 182 for 7. And they've gone past that. 184 for 4 with 2 deliveries to spare. Irie in the middle on 38. And the last 30 deliveries, 72 runs. HD just showing me those figures on the screen out here. Yeah, that's hit him on the visor of the helmet, and I reckon that will have to be looked into as well by the physio.
But again, it's perplexing for me because I think he's got away with this. They change the field. They take the man from fine leg and they bring him up into the 30-yard circle to move the sweeper out on the offside, and then he bowls a short ball. That could easily have gone top edge 4. I know that you don't want to be predictable, but there's that old saying, and it's been around ever since W.G. Grace played this great game: bowl to your field.
Just wonder when Irie is batting, what's the kind of field you need to bowl to, because he can just probably derail your plans and make your field position look very ordinary. Okay, into the final delivery. Yeah, Irie's going to push for the second. It's going to be a throw, maybe at the keeper's end. Rohit Paudel does exactly that, and they'll get 2 more runs. And it's been another very fine batting effort. The highest total so far in this edition of the NPL. The Sudhir Paschim Royals finish on 187 for 4. And that man, Irie, remains unbeaten for the second time in 3 matches. What a player he's been.